Okay, Maureen, Curtis Lovelace comes face to face with his second wife about 3 weeks into the trial. Why did she come forward?
So she has been around. She was circling in the first trial. It's just that she wasn't allowed to testify in the first trial because there's some really inflammatory information that she wanted to get out there. A police report that she had filed at the time of their divorce, but there was no proof on it, and it's very inflammatory. So this time she was allowed to testify, but she wasn't supposed to speak of these inflammatory allegations, but she says them anyway. So this, I mean, I was tweeting from the trial the whole time that I was there, and it was like, at one point I said, this is like a circus. It's like a free-for-all. Right. And the tension between the prosecutor and the defense attorney, I mean, I'm on a television show, and these two were behaving like they were scripted characters at each other's throats. It was really an intense trial.
I can only imagine. And you mentioned that Curtis married twice after Corey's death. What more can you tell us about this guy?
So Curtis Lovelace, when Corey dies in February of 2006, in 6 months he starts a relationship with a student. And when I say student, I don't mean 18, 19, or 20. She was older at Quincy University. And he now says, look, that was a rebound relationship. I'm a single dad of 4 kids. He was still drinking at the time. And he said it was a disaster. It was a poor choice. It caused a lifelong rift with his daughter, who still is not in contact with the family. It was very problematic. So he gets out of that, but it was only 6 months later that he started the relationship, and then after he ends the second relationship, he gets married in the same year to his third wife.
Oh my God.
So I'm not a psychologist, but we'll let everyone else draw their conclusions.
Yeah, really. And you mentioned the daughter. What's going on with the kids?
So Lindsay had, at 14, was kicked out of the house by the second wife. And she had started to repair the relationship with Kurt and his third wife, but the day that Kurt is arrested, no one ever speaks to her again. And we asked him about that in our interview, and his third wife, and they addressed the issue. What's saddest about this, as in all cases that we cover, what is it when children are involved? Parents do what you want to do, but the children, I mean, their lives were broken in many ways. Their entire childhood has been spent with tragedy and arguments and a lot of strife. So the 2 older boys are off in the military. They've got 1 left at home, and Lindsay is her first job out of college. But we'll see what happens if they're able to repair some of the damage. It's pretty significant.
Most innocent of victims.
Absolutely. What an intense story. Maureen, thanks for being here with us. We appreciate it. And you can see Maureen's full report, Death on Valentine's Day, tomorrow night on 48 Hours. That's at 10, 9 Central, only on CBS. Coming up.